Boys, I guess it's time to check our maps, because we are ready to search for the mysterious gold of the hidden lost city. It is the fifth world of our theme adventure, and yet another hope to find Dave's Taco. Today we will receive lots of suns and great emotions. So let's go and discover the Temple of Bloom. Wow, welcome to the jungle. Lost city, this is it, Penny. We have found it. Where else would I found my lost taco except in a lost city? Your continued fixation defines all the logic or reason, user Dave. Today is going to be a great time adventure because we will have lots of sun without planting any sunflowers. That's how we began the first day of the lost city, where I had a chance to receive additional sun by planting my ice boys on sun tiles. In my opinion, Iceberg lettuce is the best ice plant for that case, because it's free and it can freeze the upcoming zombie. We had so much additional sun that we were able to purchase a few winter melons and a single mistletoe. Guys, it's already my favorite world of this theme adventure. On day 2, I received some red stingers, a few of which I decided to dig out to get even more additional sun, as they were pre-planted in a bad place. This level contained new zombies, some of which like to fall from the sky. This time I also had so much available sun, so I could surround the remaining red stinger with snow peas. That red little dude is mine forever. Day 3 was the first conveyor belt level of the Lost City, where we had to play with some local plants. This level was a nice break from the regular days, where we played with only ice plants. Oh, did you know that the snow pea exists in the real life? Here is what it looks like. Day 4 was the first appearance of the excavator zombie. He didn't cause us much trouble because we were prepared for his attack. The rest of the level was similar to day 2, with the only difference being a larger amount of zombie in waves. On day 5 I had even more fun than on the previous day, because it was yet another conveyor belt level. It contained lots of shovels and only a few Johnny the Walnuts. I didn't prepare any interesting facts for that level, so wait for the next one. Day 6 made me plant iceberg lettuce in an interesting symbol. It looks like an arrow, but I won't skip the level because it was a good one. This time you have a rare chance to witness a combination of multiple ice plants on a single level. Don't waste your chance and leave a comment below about an epic moment. On day 7 I decided to diversify the gameplay by adding the mistletoe on the lawn. Its snowballs were pretty useful, as they were the main weapon against the shovels and parasols, who attacked me in great numbers. Oh, and a single called Snapdragon was just chilling around, pretending he was playing the key role in the lone defense. Don't act like he did. On day 8 I had to survive the zombie attack with the given plants. Unfortunately, there was nothing I could do with only iceberg lettuce, so I suggest skipping it. Day 9 was the spiky conveyor belt level, as it contained spike rock and endurian. Well, I guess it's time for an interesting fact. Did you know that the excavator zombie can lose his shovel? It happens when Bramblebush traps the excavator zombie, leaving the mustache man without his brave pal. However, that's not all, because now he can eat underground plants like spikeweed that zombies can't normally consume. Thanks to Zomvoid for such an interesting fact. On day 10 I planted a cross out of iceberg lettuce, and it gave me lots of additional sun. Besides that, it was the usual level, with the only difference being a gigantic number of snow peas on my lawn. I swear, I couldn't imagine I would be able to plant so many snow friends without any sunflowers on a single level. And that's another reason to love the Lost City. On day 11, flying bugs were shown to us, so we had to do something with those damn insects. My main strategy included using snow pea in a combo with wintermelon, so not a single variation of zombie would get to my lovely iceberg lettuce that produced a ton of sun. Don't you still believe in the Iceberg glitch's supremacy? Because I do. The rest of the level was quite simple, as flying zombies weren't so dangerous. All you have to do is freeze a giant insect. That's all. Day 12 was the first level, which included a big boy Gargantuar. And this time the main goal was to produce 5000 suns without any sunflowers. It may sound crazy in any other world, but not in the Lost City, because we have the sun tiles. Here I didn't restrict myself to use the most powerful ice plants, because the level was really hard and I had to use all of my knowledge to beat it. I got really lucky in the end, as one of the Gargantuars was saved to gather enough sand to reach the level's objective. Boys, I guess we did it. Day 13 was yet another conveyor belt level, which included melons, but not the icy one. Well, I guess it's a great chance to tell you an interesting fact. Did you know that the Japanese macaques can make snowballs? I didn't. On day 14 I had to play with some local plants, and I really enjoyed it because I had a great chance to get revenge on those giant bugs. If you don't like those gigantic mosquitoes as much as I do, make sure to put like on that video. Day 15 was about protecting the AKs with the help of the Ice Gang. On this level, my Iceberg Lettuce was producing sun like a real sunflower, allowing me to plant a full column of icy melons. Take that, golden shovel. After successfully freezing the entire zombie horde, we received an interesting map. It looks like a road to a hidden treasure. Well, looky here. Penny, it's a treasure map. My analysis suggests that the regions of that map are highly suspect. Temples, zombies, and brains. What could go wrong? Well, I guess everything, because on day 16 we had to survive a massive zombie attack using only the conveyor belt plants. It was easier than I thought it would be. They didn't even allow me to have fun with the local zombies. And where is my treasure? I guess zombies fooled me once again. Mr. Floppa disapproves of that. Day 17 was about destroying the impotents because they had bad intent against us. I couldn't produce so many suns this time as sun tiles were closely located to zombies, so I had to figure out a new strategy in case of sun deficit. The solution was quite simple, including only the winter mint and the chili pepper, whose freezing ability saved me so many times from aggressive Minecrafters. Day 18 was yet another conveyor belt level, so I guess it's the right time to express my feelings about that world. The Lost City gives me an unrepeatable feeling of uniqueness and coziness. I really enjoy the local atmosphere, the local zombies, and of course the sun tiles. The Lost City feels like a spatial time adventure, a real one. It also includes some great plants, which will be useful throughout your time travel. With that being said, Lost City goes into the top 3 of my favorite PVZ2 worlds. Day 19 was hard, really hard. Everything turned into a massive zombie attack, which I had to stop without any sunflowers. Of course, I have the opportunity to plant some snow peas, but not a single mistletoe, as I always need to have some additional suns to destroy the zombie horde immediately. On day 20, I decided to use some cold snapdragons to make the gameplay less repetitive and more enjoyable. I honestly believe that it was a right decision, as the number of excavator zombies was crazy, even for the chili pepper. However, not a single level of the Lost City can be played without an Iceberg Lettuce, the main sun producer and the zombie stopper. And it looks like we received an amulet of ancient civilization. Is that a part of the hidden treasure? I don't know. Oh well, that's not what we thought it was. And here comes the toadstool, the champion in consuming the zombies. Day 21 was beaten using only his magical tongue, which delivered them right into his jaw. Did you know that the toadstool isn't a frog, but a mushroom? This game can impress me sometimes. Beware, user Dave, I detect reptiles. they are triggered by zombies or when you plant on them. And then they give you tacos. If you equate tacos with jets of flame and huge boulders, then yes. You won't believe me, but day 22 was actually beaten using only iceberg lettuces. Yes, we did it using only ice plants. That wasn't so hard, and you can try it on your own to ensure it's possible. What a great opportunity to beat a level with the help of the iceberg lettuce. Don't you still believe in its size supremacy? Because I proudly do. Day 23 was a pretty usual level except for the appearance of the Gargantuar, which could do nothing to me because I'm unstoppable. The rest of the level contained a ton of rally counter zombies, but I managed to deal with them thanks to the winter mint. On day 24, I had to stop zombies from reaching the weird flowers. That was way easier than I thought it would be. Everyone needs a few snow peas and winter melons to be sure that your sun-producing iceberg lettuce feels safe enough to produce even more sun. On day 25, most of the plants were pre-picked for me, so I took only a heavy one to beat the level from the very first attempt. The chest-like placing of cold snapdragons was just another funny scene I made to enjoy the world once again. On day 26, almost every type of local zombie was present, but only a single sun tile was found. That's not good. The queen of this level was the mistletoe, which was protected by a huge number of ice plants. However, the iceberg lettuce was the main one, because he was the king. Day 27 was pretty much the same except for an enormous zombie spam throughout the level. Did you know that the Lost City was originally the 8th world instead of being the 5th like it's now? That's because previously they were placed in the order of the release time. Day 28 was yet another local minigame, which also included iceberg lettuce. Unfortunately, this time it's unbeatable without some other plants, as in the end we have got to the situation when the level became endless. So I had to plant some AKs and red stingers to destroy the tents. Day 29 was a typical Lost City level, containing every type of local zombie. I don't know what else I can say about it because nothing has changed. I used the same plants, fought with the same zombies and had the same amount of sun as usual. That was the most average level of the Lost City. On day 30, I couldn't plant anything on the weird slimes, but that wasn't a huge problem. Using lots of instant kill plants, we defeated the level and saved the lone movers. I was really proud of myself. On day 31, I had to beat the level with pre-picked plants, and I had lots of fun while doing that. My great army of toadstools has easily consumed all the zombies and even destroyed the tents. At the end of the level, something weird happened with one of my frogs, as its tongue was just hilariously stretching to nowhere. Crazy Dave would approve of that. However, day 32 didn't contain any ice plants, so the fight with the Dr. Zambas was pretty usual. All that discovering and still no taco. The search will no doubt continue, user Dave. Anyway, the key is mine, which means that we are moving to the far future. Another 25 levels, but this time we will fight against the robots.